Sunday, 16th of August 2015. Paper highlights. First, let's look at the paper highlights from Sunday Observer. UNF UPFA confident of victory. Both parties sure of securing 113 seats. JVP says party key to ensuring power balance. The two main political groups, the United National Front for Good Governance and the United People's Freedom Alliance, are both confident of securing a 113-member working majority to form the next government post-August 17th. Both parties exuded confidence, saying they will be able to garner enough seats to form a stable government and that tomorrow's parliamentary election will only provide electoral proof of their political strength. Another highlight from Sunday Observer. More sports inside. MR violating election laws. Cafe lodges complaint with Paul's chief about Still Ready campaign. A complaint was lodged against UPFA Kurunegala district candidate and former President Mahinda Rajapaksa on Saturday with the Commissioner of Elections for alleged violation of election laws by distributing white cloth at various temples and promoting his preference number at religious ceremonies. Another highlight from Sunday Observer. Campaigning for a commitment. As the country prepares to elect a new government for the next 5 years, yet another group with grievances, the journalistic community, last Friday campaigned publicly for a commitment by the next government to probe the deaths and disappearance of media professionals. More highlights from Sunday Observer. Ranil dismisses being soft on LTTE. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe on Thursday dismissed allegations by former President Mahinda Rajapaksa that his alliance was sympathetic to the Tamil rebels. I have no reason to favor pro-LTTE groups. I could have become the president in 2005 if I agreed to their conditions, said Wickremesinghe, who heads the United National Front for Good Governance. He was addressing reporters a day ahead of official closure of campaigning for Monday's parliamentary election. Rajapaksa's UPFA has accused the UNF of being soft on Liberation Tamil Tigers of Elam and its elite groups. Another highlight from Sunday Observer. 6,100 candidates vie for 196 seats. SMS facilities for public complaints. Over 6,100 candidates from a record 35 political parties and 200 independent groups are vying for 196 parliamentary seats at Monday's general elections. Polling will be conducted in 12,314 polling centers island-wide, including in the 7 islets in the northern province from 7 am to 4 pm. Election officials will seek the assistance of the Sri Lanka Air Force to transport the ballot boxes from the Delft Island to the counting centre on the mainland at the close of voting, since it is too far to reach by boat on time. Another highlight from Sunday Observer. First meeting of Parliament. Info desk to help new MPs. An information desk to facilitate arrangements for the first meeting of the first session of the new Parliament is being set up at the Parliamentary Complex for the convenience of the new MPs. It will be open from 9 am to 3:30 pm from August 23rd to August 25. All parliamentarians are requested to make use of the facilities as arrangements have been made to provide vital information and documents regarding Parliament procedures. A media release issued by the Secretary General of Parliament, Dhammika Dasanayaka, said. Another highlight from Sunday Observer. Fourth Pauls-related death. Youth shot dead in Vale, Chennai. A 35-year-old Muslim youth travelling in a motorcycle was shot dead by unidentified gunmen in Vale, Chennai, Bettikalo shortly after noon yesterday. Cafe confirmed the shooting was an election-related incident. It was the fourth election-related death and one of the 4 major incidents of election-related violence reported yesterday. Other violent incidents reported included a shooting, assault and arson. Now let's move to the paper highlights from Ceylon today. VVIP security enhanced. Police Friday evening beefed up VVIP security details to warnings issued by intelligence agencies in a sequel to sudden changes in the political climate after President Maithripala Sirisena sacked SLFP General Secretary Andreyappa and UPFA General Secretary Susil Premajayantha. Now let's move to the paper highlights from the Sunday Times. Suspension poses puzzle for UPFA. Paul's chief assures Premajayantha's list of agents valid for tomorrow's poll, but questions over what's next. Elections Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya yesterday told the United People's Freedom Alliance delegation that tomorrow's polls wouldn't be affected by the suspension of Alliance Secretary General Susil Premajayantha. The UPFA is the main contender with the ruling United National Party and contesting all the districts in the country. Another highlight from the Sunday Times. Election results from midnight. The first electoral level results of tomorrow's general elections will be announced only after midnight on election day, Election Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya said. He said the final results of the general election should be out by noon on Tuesday and preferential vote results later in the night. The counting of postal votes would begin soon soon after the voting ends at 4 p.m. tomorrow, and the counting of the electoral level voting at 9 p.m. Another highlight from the Sunday Times: extra security in 6 districts, maximum force against offenders. Additional police, including special task force personnel, have been deployed to provide extra security in 6 districts during tomorrow's general elections. Elections Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya told the Sunday Times the districts were identified on reports from election monitors who had suggested that security be intensified in these areas. Another highlight from the Sunday Times: crackdown on liquor, violators beware. A crackdown on the transport of liquor has been launched in the run-up to tomorrow's parliamentary elections, Excise Commissioner General L.K.G. Gunawardena said. He told the Sunday Times excise teams headed by senior officials had fanned out throughout the country to nab offenders after the election campaign ended at midnight on Friday. This is also to ensure that all liquor outlets are closed on Polls Day tomorrow. Another highlight from the Sunday Times: highways toll free for polls. Sri Lanka's 3 expressways, Southern, Katunayaka and the Outer Circular Highway, will be toll free from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow in view of the general elections, a Highways Ministry official said. We brought you the paper highlights from today's newspapers, and we will bring you more tomorrow.